Number 15, what do you think would be the hardest thing for you to give up? Why would it be why would it be hard to lose? If I were to give up all forms of social media, it would be hardest for me to give up Twitter. And I've done that before. Like, I took my week hiatus, which, whatever. I've met so many great people on that website that it would be hard for me just to, like, delete it and never look back on it. Because I've been on Twitter for 3 years meeting some of the greatest people, like some of the people I call my best friends. It'd be extremely hard. Because that's what I've known for the past 2 years. Is, constantly meeting people and constantly making connections. And if it wasn't for Twitter, I would not have made some of the connections I made with people. I would not have, scored opportunities that I have. I don't think I ever could see myself leaving Twitter permanently. It makes me sound so superficial that, like, it would be so hard to give up my Twitter followers. But, like, really, I mean, I've met some of the most incredible people on that website. And for me to just, like, walk away from that I couldn't do it. I really don't think I could. I've even thought about it, like, just saying I'm done with this bullshit and just giving up on it, but I don't ever think I can. Question number 16, excluding romantic love, when was the last time you told someone you loved them, and who were they to you? The last time I told someone I loved them was tonight when I was leaving my grandmother's house. I said it to my grandmother, and she was my grandmother. Number 17, if there was one moment and one time in the last month, what would you change and why? Within the last month, I would have tried a lot harder to get an A in my math class, so it didn't bring my GPA down from a 3.92 to a 3.87. Imagine it's a dark night, you are alone, it is raining outside, and you hear someone walking around outside your window. Who do you wish was there with you? I don't think there's one distinct person I wish would be there with me. I would wish that there was a extremely large fellow who could protect me. I would want my dad there with a loaded shotgun. I don't think there's one distinct person, because my dad probably wouldn't do anything about it. Question number 19. Would you give a homeless person CPR if they were dying? Why or why not? Terrible person. But I don't think I would, because as awful, this is going to make me sound awful. If I was an elite member to society, sure I would, because they're contributing. A homeless person, they don't. And there's no cute way of saying this, but if they're not contributing to society, then to be honest, I don't really see why would be the point to try and give them life, because it's just going to be more of a burden to society in the long haul. Fucking makes me sound terrible, but it's a homeless person. Like, I know homeless people have families and stuff, but at that point, you're at your lowest, you're low, and it doesn't really. I just need to stop answering this question, because it is not making me sound like a decent person at all, and I'm probably going to hell for that. Question number 21. You are holding onto your grandmother's hand and the hand of a newborn that you do not know as they hang over the ledge of a cliff. You have to let go of one to save the other. Who do you let fall to their death, and what was your rationale for making that decision? I would save my grandmother because, she's the only surviving grandmother I have left. She's the only surviving grandparent I have left. I love my grandmother more than life itself. But if it's a child that I don't know, like, the whole topic of, oh, well, that child could have been the next president. Well, yeah, it could have been the next Hitler, too. I could be doing the world a favor. I wouldn't be able to live it down if I let my grandmother fall to her death. That's my rationale, and I'm drinking to that. Question number 22. Are you old-fashioned? Very much so. I am. I'm a lot old-fashioned on, like, chivalry, on manners, and on tradition of marriage and things like that. I'm not old-fashioned, I'm just modified fashion. In which, I am, but I'm not. Question number 23. When was the last time you were nice to someone and did not expect anything in return for it? I don't know. I'm not a nice person. I think even subconsciously, when you reach out an extending hand, you want some type of, you want something in return for it. Even like if you say, oh no, I don't need anything. You want the benefit to have someone offer something to you. Question 24. Which would you choose? True love with a guarantee of a broken heart, or never loved at all? Why? Shit. I think that's shitty. God, to be honest, I think I would rather not be loved at all. Like, God, that makes me sound fucking heartless. But I think honestly, I'd rather not be loved at all, because if you are so infatuated and so in love with someone, and you know that it's going to end, and you know that you're not going to have a happy ever after with that person, and you're gonna suffer that broken heart, and you dive into that abyss of water and you know that's happening, I wouldn't want it, man. I want to find true love, obviously. And I didn't mean for this video to sound like a fucking dating site, but to be like, to know that you are going to be so in love with someone, so infatuated that nothing they do is wrong, but you know that it's going to end at some point in time, whether, they break up with you, or they die, or they do something so god-awful wrong that, you cannot look at them the same way. I don't think I would want that hassle. If I knew going headfirst into here, like saying, okay, this relationship, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be the greatest thing since sliced bread. But it's, you know what, it's gonna suck because you're gonna get your heart broken. I don't think I would want it, because that true love would be so perfect, and it's gonna set the pinnacle of your life. Like, every guy is gonna compare to that. And then he breaks your heart, you're never gonna find someone else like that. And it's gonna suck, and you're not gonna like it, and you're just gonna say, I wish I never loved at all. And so I would take that option of to never be loved at all. If that didn't make me sound like forever alone, then I don't know what does. What I'm trying to get at is that, like, if I knew that, that I'm gonna be so in love with someone, but they're gonna break your heart, I wouldn't want it. I know that, true love is out there, because I am a fairy tale believer. And if I find my Prince Charming, and so be it, and it happens and I don't suffer a broken heart, that'd be fan-fucking-tastical. Sign me up right now. If I know that my heart's gonna be broken by the most perfect guy for me, I don't want it. Nope. I'll take my 47 cats. Question number 25. If you could do anything or wish anything, what would it be? If I could do anything, I would travel the world without having to worry about financial issues. I wish that I would be successful in life, that I would be happy with what I'm doing. I wish that I could be so so happy with my life that nothing could hurt me. I would want to be financially stable enough. I would want to have the perfect husband, the perfect family, the perfect American dream lifestyle. I was not expecting to take 42 minutes, because I went into some serious rants. But no, those are the 25 deep questions, in which these made me sound like a terrible fucking person. And quite honestly, I drank to that, because I know I'm not a great person. These were questions that I had not really glanced at before. You can tell which ones I looked at and which ones I didn't look at. I guess to do this, because I need some relief to know I'm not a terrible person for some of the answers that I chose. So, with that said, thanks guys. I will talk to you later with probably another bogus tag. So, bye!